Hey everyone, we're here today to do a what's in the bag for me for 2017. Show you a few of the new things that have come out this year from Callaway Golf. I play everything in my bag, from driver to putter to ball from Callaway, and just show you what I use and what's improved my game lately, and hopefully you can use some of that information to help you out. So we'll start with the driver. We've got a Bertha the Buckeye from Ohio State head cover on it. Always go Bucks. And what I'm really excited about this year as far as my bag is this right here. Big Bertha Epic driver. Seen a lot of success with fitting this recently. It hasn't come out yet. I've been playing it for about 6 weeks, and I can tell you that when I got fit for it, I was shocked, because usually when I'm trying a new driver, I'm just trying to hit it straighter and maybe a little bit higher, because I don't get a lot of height on my shots like a lot of better players do. But I actually gained about 20 yards with this, and I still hit it really straight. I use the Subzero version of this. As you can see, it doesn't have the movable weight like the normal version does. This version worked better for me because it took a lot of spin off of my shots and made it so that I could hit it a little bit further, because I do tend to hit the ball a little low and I spin the ball a little bit tit much. Got a gray and red grip on it. Always will stick with that Ohio State themed. Graphite design, AD, BB shaft. Been using that for quite a long time. It's definitely an upgraded shaft, but it works very well for me. Next one that I have is the Big Bertha Fusion 3-wood from Callaway. This club was made to get the club head to move faster through the air and get the ball up higher. Definitely not really meant for what I would say the better player, or it's not like a tour version, but I have trouble hitting the ball high in the air with a 3-wood, and I just need something that helps me out. So I was able to get this. I hit it higher, didn't lose any distance. Really just can't say enough about it. Fantastic club, and I've seen a lot of success with fittings this year with that club. Going on to a hybrid, I used one hybrid. I got the Morningside logo head cover on here with the stretch on the back. You can buy it in the shop. Definitely recommend those if you're looking for something to match your bag. I use the Callaway Apex hybrid. It's an 18 degree. It looks really good. It's kind of smaller than a lot of the hybrid heads, but it's still very forgiving. It gets the ball high in the air for me. Use it going into a lot of par 5s. And I've got the Graphite Design Tour AD hybrid shaft in here. I've been using this in hybrids for quite a while. Definitely love that. For my irons, I do not use a 4-iron that matches my set. I have a 4 Apex utility from Callaway. It's bigger, bulkier, has a big weight in the bottom, helps me get the ball up in the air. Just like when we're doing the fittings with all of you, we're telling you the 3, 4, 5-iron, probably just shouldn't even get those with a new set anymore. I'm kind of the same. I don't really like to hit a 3 or 4-iron because I have trouble hitting the ball high in the air. And you know, this club goes about 220 yards for me, and going into a green at that height or that length, I need to hit the ball really high to get it stopped. So absolutely love this club. Can't say enough about it, and I would definitely recommend that you go with hybrids 4, 5, even maybe 6 to help you get the ball in the air and stop the ball on the green faster. I use a 5-through pitching wedge in the Callaway Apex irons. I play the Pro version, which is a little bit smaller head and still pretty forgiving though. I used to play like a straight blade kind of not forgiving club, and I did that for a long time. Don't do that anymore because these really perform just as well, and they're a little more forgiving. So if I happen to hit it a little off on, you know, a par 3 or something that has a lot of water around it, I'm probably still going to hit the green. So absolutely love those clubs. I use the Callaway Mac Daddy wedges, 50, a 54, and a 60. Something interesting I would say about my wedges is that my 60-degree wedge, I cut a 1/2 inch off of the shaft to make it shorter. I don't really like to hit that club very far. It's more like out of the bunkers around the green, or you know, just hitting the ball into the green from 40, 30 yards, something like that. And I have a lot more control with it. Definitely hit my bunker shots better with that shorter shaft. Might be something that you want to look into with your wedges just to gain more control around the green. And finally, as far as clubs go, I use a Odyssey White Hot RX number 2. It looks kind of like a Ping Answer style looking head. It's got a nice White Hot insert in it. I've always put it well with the White Hot insert from Odyssey. Not real sure why, it just seems to work for me. And I Within the last year, I've switched to this Super Stroke grip, which you see a lot of the tour players using, and even a lot of you out there have switched to it. I am very traditional as far as putters go, and I did not like this at first when it came out, but I tried it again and again and again, and eventually just absolutely loved it. So definitely recommend the Super Stroke grip. As far as a head cover, you've got the Morningside logo head cover, as you can buy in the shop. Mine is logoed or monogrammed with David Hunter on it. A lot of you know that he and I were really close and very good friends, and it's nice to be reminded to see him every time that I go to hit a putt. He was a really good putter, and I also did this because hopefully he can pass some of that good fortune along to me on the greens. As far as golf ball, I use the Callaway Chrome Soft golf ball. Been using this for about 2 years. Absolutely love it. Helps me get my iron shots up higher in the air. Feels good off the putter. Didn't lose any distance with it off the tee, with it being such a soft ball. So there's just absolutely no reason for me not to play it. Just absolutely love it. Other things that I use while I play golf are absolutely just can't live without this Bushnell rangefinder. We also sell these in the shop. Been using these for a long time. They're incredibly accurate, easy to use, and if you're looking for a point and shoot rangefinder, Bushnell is the way to go. There is no question. Wouldn't even look at anything else. The two other very important things that I always use are, I use a giant ball marker. Sometimes people give me a lot of trouble about this, but it's because when I'm reading my putts, sometimes I tend to lose my ball marker on the green and I can't remember where it is. So it's pretty easy to find this one out there, and if I can't, then I'm going to have to look into it. I have a real problem with my vision or something. And then I always use a one-pronged divot repair tool. Definitely would recommend this to properly fix your ball marks out on the green, because you always want to go on the outside and push in instead of using the claw type that pulls up like this, because that tends to ruin the green and the grass won't grow back as well. So that's everything in the bag for me. If you ever have any questions about equipment, any of the new stuff, any of the new exciting stuff that's coming out, please ask any of us golf professionals in the shop. And as far as what I would recommend for trying, I would absolutely try the new Callaway Great Big Bertha Epic product. I've done 6 fittings with it so far, and everybody's absolutely loved it. So go ahead and give that a shot. Hopefully what I went through today helped out a little bit, and we'll see you next time.